High Priestess to the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Pisces, someone is amazed at how well you mirror back energy. It's like they can't believe it, Pisces. In real time, they're getting a reflection back of their energy. So if someone comes to you, Pisces, with a certain kind of energy, you're going to mirror that back to them. Okay, so if someone's coming to you unhealed or with shadows, you're not taking any of it. You're not accepting it. You're not absorbing it. You're dishing it right back. It's like you're holding a mirror up against this person. So it's like if they shift their energy and they're kind and they're open and they're giving and loving, it's like you're mirroring that back. But if their dynamic changes and maybe you notice an ego or you notice a little bit of like arrogance or cockiness, like you're checking that ego at the door, Pisces, is what I'm getting here. High Priestess with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This tells me, Pisces, that you know how to use your shadow energy. Okay, in a good way, in a positive way, but you can also come off as cold. It's almost like robotic, like you're not really feeling it, okay, but you're mirroring it back. So you're showing people how to treat you and you're showing people how to handle you, Pisces, okay? Again, it's like you shift your energy depending on the person and how they approach you, because that's what I was hearing. They're amazed at how well you mirror back energy. It's kind of like they're seeing themselves. So if they come correct, Pisces, you're acting correct. If they're coming with some kind of shady, shaky energy, like you're addressing that right then and there, like you're mirroring that back. You're saying it how it is what I'm getting, Pisces. Some people, Pisces, might get offended at how honest and truthful you are, okay? I don't know why I'm getting, you may be truthful. They say kids and drunk people are very honest, okay? But you may be very truthful to the point where there's no filter, all right? I don't know for who that is, but you just may be very honest. It's not like you're trying to hurt someone's feelings. You just may be very honest with what you're feeling, with what you want. And some people, Pisces, may pick that up as like cold, okay? Because the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Yeah, but it's funny, Pisces, because both the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess have very similar energies. They're very intuitive, very psychic, very much connected to the divine. They move through intuition. And this is why they're always perceived as being 10 steps ahead, okay? Because intuition, Pisces, comes before the actions, okay? Intuition comes before the results. So if you're able to follow your intuition, you're always going to be 10 steps ahead. So these are very similar energies. But again, the Queen of Cups being in the reverse, someone knows, Pisces, that you have a shadow side too. Someone knows that you're not afraid to use your shadow, okay? And using your shadow doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. It means that you know your shortcomings. You also know your weaknesses. You know your strengths. And you're able to function as a whole being and use all these different qualities and elements about you to get what it is that you want, to get the job done, all right? Because they're getting a reflection of their energy in real time. Again, if they're approaching you correct, you're acting correct. If they're coming in kind of shady, okay, or if you pick up some kind of ego or arrogance or some kind of energy, you're checking that ego at the and how honest you are is what threatens people because they get offended. I'm not getting, Pisces, that you're trying to tear someone's ego down, but I get, Pisces, that through your own through your own honesty, through your own truthfulness, okay, through your own innocence in a sense, like you may be offending people, you may be breaking people's egos, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that with this specific combination of the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, but you may have hurt someone's ego, Pisces, that needed to be checked, okay? Like this person needed to be checked in a sense, and you may have done it innocently. Like you may have not even known that that's what happened in the process. Pisces may, again, it's like it may rub them the wrong way because I heard you're checking egos at the door. So people that naturally have an ego are going to get offended. And I'm getting, Pisces, like you don't dish out fake compliments. You're not going to give a compliment if you don't really feel it, okay? And people may be picking that off as like you're cold, okay? I'm hearing cold and calculated. I don't know why. I usually don't ever get that energy from the Queen of Cups because she's warm, she's endearing, she's friendly, she's loving, she's kind. But yeah, I'm getting opposite here with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The tables have turned in your favor. I don't know, Pisces, what happened here, but it's like you shifted the energy in a specific dynamic of your life. And I don't know what this is. This could be in family, in business, in relationships, in work. I don't know what this is, but you shifted the energy, okay? Something wasn't going in your favor, Pisces, and you were able to flip that. You were able to switch it. Fortune, the tables have turned in your favor. Card number 10. Death and rebirth is your general energy. Something is changing, Pisces. Something is changing about you, okay? And I feel, Pisces, that there's a side of you that wants to come out and play. Okay, there's a side of you, Pisces, that doesn't want to hold back, that doesn't want to do things the way that you've always done things. Because a death does come with a rebirth, but there's something here, Pisces, that feels very transformational about your energy. And I've been getting that message for a while, Pisces. A lot of you, this is a major transformation of your life, okay? But the way that you're showing up is, it's hitting people differently, okay? Like, people are reacting differently to you. And it's like, they know that you're not the same person. So it's like they're trying to learn how to, they're having to learn you all over again. They're having to learn how to talk to you, how to handle you, how to treat you, because the things that you used to accept in the past, you're no longer accepting. And that's part of the reason why they're seeing you as a Queen of Cups in the reverse, whether you're male or female, okay? A lot of people are now seeing you, Pisces, as like, yeah, like blunt, okay? Like no filter, like very honest, and like you just don't care. Like, you're not doing something to go after someone or to offend them, but you're also not giving fake compliments. You're also not like buying into that, okay? Like, you're very much, Pisces, in a neutral position. Kids and drunk people always tell the truth. Something, Pisces, that used to make you hold back or stay quiet when you wanted to speak up, it's like that's no longer holding you back. Maybe you had a certain kind of reputation to uphold. Maybe you had a certain kind of expectation of how people expected you to show up or who people thought you were, but it's like you're no longer living up to that expectation, okay? Like it's not something that you care to fulfill anymore, Pisces. And the High Priestess being your first card, being your card, Pisces, this is telling me that you're in your power, okay? So if anything, Pisces, you freed yourself from having to be a certain way or from people perceiving you a certain way, like you're breaking free from the mold. And this is why you're coming off as a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Pisces, a lot of people with big egos, when they come in contact with you, you humble them. And I don't even think that you know that you do this, okay? Again, it's like that little kid, maybe just being very honest, right? Like maybe everybody's complimenting that dress or maybe everybody's complimenting the makeup, but the little kid's gonna be honest. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know why that honesty keeps coming up as some kind of threat or something that is rubbing people the wrong way or is creating some kind of friction. But yeah, it's like you don't have a reason to hold back. Like, you don't really care anymore. And the funny thing is that High Priestess is silent. She's quiet. But I'm getting that you're speaking up. I don't know how that's connecting here. I'm getting that you don't really care. That's why there's no filter anymore. Holy Spirit, clarify this Queen of Cups in the reverse for Pisces. Why is the Queen of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know about this Queen of Cups in the reverse? Please clarify. Ooh, Pisces, Knight of Wands. That's exactly what I was feeling, okay? Pisces, there's something wild about you, okay? I don't know if it's just summertime or it's just getting hot, okay? Because I see all this orange. This is sacral chakra energy. There's a very powerful energy about you, Pisces, and it feels like sacral chakra energy. That's creative energy, that's sexual energy, and it feels very, very strong. I just feel, Pisces, that there's something about you that just doesn't care anymore. And it's not coming from a bad place either. Okay, as you can see, she's smiling, she's laughing, she's enjoying herself. Something or someone no longer has a hold on you, Pisces, and you're not holding back your truth. You're not holding back on what you need to say and what you need to do. And that may keep some people, Pisces, at arm's length, okay? Because you're no longer as predictable as you used to be, okay? So if you used to be known as like the kind person or the generous person or the peacemaker, people are seeing another side of you, Pisces, that they don't know if their judgments about you were correct. Okay, it's like you're showing them a whole nother side. Like Mother Teresa is no longer here. Okay, there's a Knight of Wands. This is about you. This is about your pleasure. This is about the things that you find fun. This is about the things that you want to do. This is about not compromising, Pisces, on what's important to you. And yeah, it's a very wild energy. Some people can even perceive the Knight of Wands as carefree, okay? Like, someone that doesn't have a lot of responsibilities, someone that doesn't have a care in the world, someone who's just in the moment, okay? Whether this is true or not, that's how you're being perceived. And yeah, Knight of Wands is a lot of confidence, okay? This is a lot of feeling at home with your body, okay? Liking your skin, liking your own body, liking the things that you wear, enjoying the music, being very present in the moment, okay? It almost feels like your senses are being enhanced, Pisces, with this Knight of Wands, and you're enjoying that process. Again, it feels very counterintuitive because the High Priestess is more private and reserved and quiet, but I'm getting a very outgoing energy coming from you, Pisces. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups in the reverse, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know about this Queen of Cups in the reverse? Please clarify. Wow, that was fast. Okay, we got the Page of Swords and we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse again. I had this card in the reverse yesterday in the same position. So Queen of Cups in the reverse, clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Pisces, someone used to perceive you as some kind of workaholic or someone that used to prioritize your work over your relationships and over fun, okay? But they're seeing another side of you that's very adventurous, okay? The Page of Swords, yeah, you're taking the approach of a student, okay? You're not trying to be the teacher. You're not trying to know it all or have it all figured out. The Page of Swords is, yeah, being humble and taking the approach of a student, learning, sparking your curiosity, okay? Exploring the ideas, doing some research, okay, learning a new skill. But it's coming from a place of curiosity. It's coming from a place of pleasure. It's not coming from a place of like, I have to do this or this is part of my work. It doesn't feel like something you need to do. It feels like something you want to do. This is why the Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse. Someone may have perceived you as a workaholic, or again, someone that prioritizes work above all else. But now they're seeing this other side of you that's prioritizing fun and pleasure and the things that you want to do. And yeah, a very free-spirited energy. I just heard wild child, okay? Some of you Pisces, you were called a wild child, you know, growing up, or you're still that wild child. Knight of Wands. You're letting that wild side of you, Pisces, come out and play. And you need that from time to time. You need that to reignite your passion, your inspiration, your lust for life, okay? It's okay to have desires, and it's okay to act on them. As long as it's balanced, as long as it's not taking you out of your alignment. Page of Swords. You're learning something new here, Pisces, about the world, about people around you. And again, it's sparking your curiosity. You're learning about this because you want to, not because you have to. Tell me more about this Page of Swords for Pisces, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. Pisces, tell me why I keep getting a very similar message. It feels like whatever your past phase was, okay, it was a difficult one. It was a challenging one. I don't know what this phase was about for you. Maybe it was about death and rebirth. Maybe it was about some kind of transformation or ending certain things in your life or certain cycles coming to a close. I don't know what it was, okay? But the Five of Pentacles to the Tower and the Eight of Swords to the Three of Pentacles in the reverse says that your last cycle was very challenging, okay? And now there's this very fresh, youthful energy about you. Something that was weighing you down, something that was tiring you out, Pisces, and even had you in this helpless or hopeless energy. Like, that has changed, okay? We got the Tower. Tower is transformation. Whether you want it or not, Tower is like an enforced transformation. But I feel like that already happened because now we have the Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Swords, you broke free from some kind of mental prison, okay? Or from some kind of self-sabotage or restriction. Three of Pentacles, you let go of dysfunctional relationships and dysfunctional dynamics with other people, okay? I feel like this is why you don't care anymore, okay? Because if you already went through all this, Pisces, at this point, you don't care. You don't care to be politically to please everyone. Like, you're just going to be real. You're just going to be honest. If you already had to go through this, like, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Your priorities are changing, Pisces, is what I'm getting here. You're starting to prioritize other things in your life. Some of you Pisces, you may have been in survival mode in your last phase. I don't know why I'm getting that with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, you may have triggered your survival mode, this need to protect yourself. So you were surviving and not living. And now you're going from survival into thriving, into living, into enjoying. Okay, so there's something here that is changing. Your priorities are shifting as well. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you got 8 coming in. 8s are all about wealth, power, and abundance. It's about prosperity and money and wealth. You're acquiring something here, Pisces, but you're having fun as you do it. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands for Pisces. Please clarify this Knight of Wands for Pisces, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Wands? The Sun in the reverse. The 2 of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to put these here so you can see the cards. I'm just going to go ahead and move these. Okay, you can see that there. So Knight of Wands clarified by the Sun in the reverse, the 2 of Swords in the reverse, and I'm going to pull one more clarifier. What is this Knight of Wands for Pisces, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Wands? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cards. I'm not actually going to take these cards, Pisces. I'm only going to take one more. What is this Knight of Wands for Pisces, Holy Spirit? What is this Knight of Wands for Pisces? 9 of Cups. Ooh, this is a good sign. This is a really good sign. Pisces, I'm going to be very honest. The Sun is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. In the reverse, some of you Pisces, you may have been battling some kind of sadness or depression in the past. Okay, the Sun is card number 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. You may have had a cycle, Pisces, where you were battling, like lower feelings. Okay, because at the bottom of the deck we have the 9 of Swords. For some of you, this was like mental, like anxiety, maybe depression, maybe certain fears coming up. Insecurities, doubts, okay, because this is the happiest card in the deck. In the reverse, some of you Pisces, you may have gone through an unhappy cycle in your life, and this may be connected to your last phase. Okay, so this is why I keep getting that message. Your last phase was a challenge. Okay, everything that's down must come up. So if you feel like Pisces, this last phase was a challenge to you, it was hard, you were navigating through the difficult, challenging parts of your life, you're about to come up. Okay, whether you believe it or not, Pisces, life is cycles. Okay, the death and rebirth is cycles. It's up, it's down, it's up and down. Okay, so everything that's been up is going to come down, and everything that's down must come up. So I feel like you're on the rise, Pisces. You're coming up from something here. For some of you, it's overcoming some kind of depression or sadness, or something happening within your thoughts. Maybe it's PTSD, maybe it's insomnia, sleepless nights, anxiety, thoughts, self-doubts, negative self-talk. I don't know what this is, but it was blocking your energy in the past. This was the blockage, Pisces, to your manifestations. 9 of Cups. A 9 of Cups in the upright is a wish granted. Okay, this is a wish coming true. But there was a blockage in the past. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Why? The Sun was in the reverse. You weren't enjoying yourself. You weren't enjoying what you were doing, or there was some sense of sadness or depression here, a lack of happiness associated to your last cycle, to whatever it is that you just went through. I feel, Pisces, that's why this energy is coming off this way. I feel like that's why you no longer have a filter. This is why you no longer care. If you already went through the most challenging parts of your life, okay, when you come out of it on the other side, you're no longer afraid. Okay, it's kind of like going skydiving. You feel all those emotions and all those feelings, and you get all those thoughts, and you have that rush. But after you're done, okay, you feel like you can conquer the world. You're no longer afraid. So I feel, Pisces, like you face something very dark in your life where you're no longer afraid. This is why you're not holding back anymore. This is why you're not trying to people please or shell out fake compliments. Okay, I don't know why I keep getting like fake compliments. You're not stroking someone's ego. Okay, that's part of the reason why they're seeing you as the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Whereas before, you may have been kind or thoughtful or appreciative, or you may have noticed the little things and the details. If people didn't appreciate that, okay, you're no longer doing that. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Now they're seeing you as someone who's cold and unfiltered, okay? Like your honesty can hurt some feelings, Pisces. I don't know why I'm getting that. Page of Swords, I'm just getting like an honest child, okay? Like someone who just is gonna say it how it is. I don't know why, Pisces. There's just no holding back anymore. Pisces, I'm feeling here with the Knight of Wands, the whole purpose of this energy is to do the things that you want to do, to do the things that you like, the things that inspire you, okay? Because there's something here about raising your vibration with this Knight of Wands so that you can make a wish come true, okay? So that you can receive this manifestation. Because in the past, Pisces, I'm going to be very honest. 2 of Swords in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles, Tower, 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Your energy was low in the past, Pisces. 24 on the clock, 9 of Swords, okay? This wasn't your best moment. It wasn't your best time, okay? There were some lows, okay? Some challenges that you had to face. And right now you're having to rediscover your passions. You're having to rediscover what you want to do. You're having to reconnect with pleasure, to reconnect with desire so that you can raise your vibration, your excitement for the world, and get hopeful about the future, okay? Feels like you're coming back from, again, a very challenging period here. Your priorities are shifting. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. A lot of you, Pisces, you're being asked to prioritize fun, pleasure, desire, playfulness in your life. Pisces, I don't know why I just keep coming back to this High Priestess, because the High Priestess, again, is very quiet, very reserved. But then we got the Knight of Wands, which is the entire opposite. Very outgoing, very charismatic. There's a side of you, Pisces, that people haven't seen. And it's starting to come out. Okay, it's starting to peak. Okay, it's starting to, yeah, it wants to come out and play. Knight of Wands. It wants to come out and play. There's something here that is drawing your attention. There's something here that is making you hopeful about the future. Making you believe again. And there's a need, Pisces, to lean into this Knight of Wands. Because there's something here about raising your vibration high enough to receive the 9 of Cups, which is a wish. A wish granted. Some kind of manifestation. In the past, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, in the past this may have been a missed opportunity, or you didn't really fully tap into your potential, okay, because it's in the reverse. So something's coming back around here, Pisces. And Ace is the one, the King is the final card. Something's coming back around, Pisces, for you to conquer it, for you to rise, for you to prove something to yourself or to prove something to others. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces in regards to this Knight of Wands? What are your messages for Pisces? Get unstuck. Breakthrough. Sense of humor. I'm going to pull a few more cards. Vacation. Yesterday, Pisces, we had travel. Now we have vacation. For some of you, Pisces, it's official. You're traveling or you're going on some kind of vacation, or you may even be moving. And for some of you, Pisces, this is unexpected. It's coming as a surprise, a good surprise. But I keep getting travel and vacation. Or you may be in need of a vacation or some kind of travel here. Go ahead and pull a few more messages. Intuition on point, exactly. We got the High Priestess in the house and the Queen of Cups in the reverse as well. Both of these characters, the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, have the strongest intuition in the entire tarot deck. So yeah, intuition on point. We got paid. We got millions. We got level up. And then finally, we have congratulations. So Pisces, a lot of messages coming in here for you. So get unstuck and breakthrough. These were your 2 first cards. Again, whatever cycle you went through, 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords in the reverse, and the Sun in the reverse. This wasn't making you happy, Pisces, and it was keeping you stuck, okay? In a phase, in a chapter of your life that had an expiration date. You weren't meant to stay down, Pisces, okay? Again, life is cycles, ups and downs, deaths and rebirths. So if you've been down, you best believe that this is your rebirth. It's just the natural cycles of life. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. It's just the natural cycle of life, okay? You're coming up again, okay? You're going to be on top of that wheel. You're not on the bottom, okay? It's not in the reverse, it's on top. Some dynamic, some situation is shifting in your favor. The tables are turning in your favor with this Wheel of Fortune. Get unstuck and breakthrough. To break you free from this energy, Pisces, it's residual. So if you already went through this phase, Pisces, you may still be going through the motions. You may still be feeling that energy, even though this phase already expired. You already went through the hardest part. Get unstuck and break through. Now it's time to rise. Now it's time to come out and play. You're no longer surviving. Now you're thriving. Sense of humor, level up, millions in paid. Pisces, whatever this getting unstuck is for you, whatever this breakthrough is, this is what's going to level you up in your life, okay? Because we can't regress in life. We can't go backwards. There's always going to be new lessons coming into our lives. If we haven't learned the lesson, it's going to happen again and again and again, and that's what creates a cycle. See how many wheels are spinning at the same time, okay? You're not trying to get caught up in those wheels. You're trying to be on top. So there's something here about learning the lesson and moving on. Not wallowing, not getting stuck there. Break through, break free, because this is how you rise, this is how you level up. I just heard you're on the up and up, okay? I don't know what that means, but you're coming up, you're rising. For some of you Pisces, we have paid in millions, okay? Out of 100 and something cards, we keep getting a lot of the same cards. When that happens, Pisces, it means that this message is coming in for a lot of you, okay? This message is applying to a lot of you. We got the King of Pentacles. An opportunity that didn't work out in the past, or that may have passed you by, or that you didn't fully tap into your potential, is coming back again. Instead of it being an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, you're going to come out on top. King of Pentacles. You're going to conquer whatever this is. And the King of Pentacles is someone who gets paid. This is the king that represents wealth, money, abundance, prosperity, all the material things in life, okay? Paid in millions. For a lot of you Pisces, whatever this phase was in your life, it was preparing you to become the person that you need to become to receive the blessings that you prayed for, okay? Because when you pray for something, Pisces, you're one person, but you have to become a whole nother person to receive your prayer. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. There's a whole transformation taking place in order to help you become the person that you need to be to live the life that you want. And in that process, you're tapping into your passions. You're also making a lot of money, paid in millions. Congratulations. Yeah. Pisces, you're rising. Whatever this difficult cycle was, because I'm seeing it all over the cards, okay? Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a lot of challenges, Pisces, not just in one area of your life, but in many areas of your life. And this is the breakthrough, okay? This is the point where things change. So you're being asked to tune into this Knight of Wands. Lean into that energy, Pisces. Prioritize play. Prioritize your passions. Prioritize the things that you want to do. Prioritize being selfish, okay? Because the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the shadow side of that can also be someone that is a people pleaser, okay? Someone that is a peacemaker. What about you though? Okay, what about the things that you want? It's a time to be a little selfish here, Pisces. And again, that's what I was getting in the beginning. You're no longer holding back. You're telling it how it is. You don't really have a filter. You don't have ulterior motives. You're very much neutral. Just like you're not trying to sweet talk anyone. You're also not trying to offend them. Like you're very neutral is what I'm getting here. But you're very honest. Some people, Pisces, are going to realize that whoever they thought that you were, like you're not that person. And they're starting to doubt like why they even thought that you were like that. Okay, like why did they even put you in that category or that box? Because you're showing up as a very opposite energy of what they thought that you were. And again, maybe they just met you in a phase of your life, Pisces, where you were going through something, okay? Where you had your head down for a while, okay? Look at this Five of Pentacles. And now they're meeting a completely different side of you. Look at the difference in cards. She's in this fetal position, defeated, okay? And she's just living it up. There's a big shift in your energy coming in, Pisces. Knight of Wands, charisma, passion, spontaneity, pursuing your dreams, Fast energy, enthusiasm, courage, taking inspired action, the pursuit of adventure. What have you been dreaming about? The Knight of Wands gallops in and out of your reading with a message of adventure, of impulsivity, and of bravely pursuing the things that inspire you the most. The passion project you've been tinkering with, that drum circle you've always wanted to join, allow spontaneity into your and give yourself the freedom to shift your reality to match your desires. It's okay to crave new things and to run with the wind when you are feeling charged up about an idea. Go with it. Allow this high-spirited energy to rush in and incite a wildfire of positive momentum. In shadow, this card counsels against reckless impulsivity or heated outburst. You don't want all that pent-up creative energy to spontaneously combust. Fan the flames and leave some of this energy for the long haul. Make your passions work for you while wishing yourself towards success. In the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feelings of inspiration. Yeah, Pisces, it's time to lean into this energy so that you raise your vibration. Because whatever you went through, Pisces, it wasn't easy, okay? The Sun card is in the reverse, but this is your breakthrough. This is your level up. With this Five of Pentacles still showing up in your reading here, I don't know for who this is. This may only be for a few of you because I'm getting a lot of you, you're already in this Knight of Wands energy, okay? If you're not just yet, you will be transitioning over to this Knight of Wands, is what I'm feeling here. If you're still in this Five of Pentacles, Pisces, are you waiting or are you becoming, okay? Because being patient and taking action and working towards who you want to be and what you want in life doesn't mean that you're just sitting there, okay? So are you waiting or are you becoming, okay? Again, Five of Pentacles can talk about feelings of helplessness. Like, doesn't matter what I do, doesn't matter how much I try, it's not going to change. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting there. As you can see here, she has the key to unlock the door, but she is in this fetal position. You know, she can't even lift her head, you know, above her lap. She can't see the key. She doesn't know that she can open that door. So for some of you, Pisces, what this is telling me is if you feel, and I feel like this is just very few of you, if you're still in this energy, are you waiting or are you becoming? Okay, being patient, Pisces, is one thing, but staying in a situation that is not beneficial is a whole nother thing. So if you're still here, Pisces, just know that you will be shifting to this Knight of Wands energy, but it happens as you lean into your passions. Look at the colors of this card. They're very dual, very sad, very dark, okay? She's locked in this room. Whereas this card has all these beautiful oranges and yellows and reds, okay? So it's a very different kind of energy. And I feel, Pisces, that overall, if you find yourself in this Five of Pentacles, nothing, Pisces, is holding you back. Nothing is holding you down, okay? This may all just be mental because we got the Eight of Swords. As you can see here, she feels like she's completely tied up and trapped, but she's really not, okay? But if you see yourself that way, if you feel that way, that's how you're going to respond. That's how you're going to react. So I'm just getting, Pisces, again, very few of you, this message is only for few. In that energy, you will be shifting out of that energy, Pisces. It's official. I'm gonna go ahead, Pisces, and pull a few cards for that Five of Pentacles because I feel like a few of you might be in this energy still, or you may be working your way out of this energy, okay? Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing like helplessness, okay? Like just feeling a little down, Pisces, with that Five of Pentacles because of something that happened with the Tower. Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about the Five of Pentacles? What do you want Pisces to know about the Five of Pentacles? Judgment in the reverse. Some of you, Pisces, you are judging yourself too harshly. There's a need to be more graceful, more compassionate, more loving to yourself, okay? Because judgment in the reverse, you're being too hard on yourself. You're being very harsh and very judgmental of yourself is what I'm getting here. Again, this is only for a few of you. I don't get that this is the majority of you, Pisces, but if you're still going through these energies, there's a need to be your own best friend, your own cheerleader, your biggest supporter, your biggest fan, to play for your own team, to not go against yourself, okay? Because the Eight of Swords can talk about self-sabotaging behaviors or thoughts, okay? Again, if you entertain a negative thought, that's going to lead to another negative thought that leads to another one, and before you know it, you're in the spiral, okay, of negative thoughts, and then that's then influencing your actions and your energy. So it feels, Pisces, like, yeah, a breakthrough from this energy is very much needed, okay? A breakthrough, breaking free from this energy because it's been holding you back, it's been holding you down. Judgment in the reverse. You're going to overcome it, Pisces. And again, for a lot of you, I already feel like most of you are here in this Knight of Wands. But if some of you are in the final stages of this Five of Pentacles, go easy on yourself, okay? Give yourself some grace, some compassion, some care. Treat yourself as your best friend, okay? Love yourself and nurture yourself back into health, okay? Back into feeling powerful, back into feeling confident, okay? Because these are opposite energies, okay? It's very obvious. Self-doubt, hiding behind many masks, a need to let go of the shadow aspect of your story, denying yourself and your loved ones the experience of your true nature and essence. It's time to shed any negative facades, drop the mask behind the masks. It may feel risky, yet this profound act of self-acceptance will unleash your absolute essence. You are light, shadow, matter, and consciousness, and you are a miracle. Why then do you keep your true nature hidden away from the world? There is no way to really understand your full potential until you are open and honest with your own heart. Judgment. To extend and evolve requires this colossal forgiveness of self. Forgive your beautiful soul, accept your beautiful heart. As you do, you consciously answer the call to your higher self. And the vastness of your horizon will make itself available to you. Hello, Essence. I invite you to show up every day. I invite my soul to shine unapologetically. That's exactly what I was getting, Pisces. I was getting this. It's not like an attitude, okay? It's just like you're just not caring anymore, okay? Just being very honest, being very straightforward, okay? Being bold, being neutral, all right? Not trying to people please, not trying to bring anybody down. Like, it's just you being who you are as a whole being. Some of you Pisces, I'm going to be very honest. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Some of you Pisces, you've been punishing yourself, and it's a form of self-sabotage. You keep yourself in pain. You may keep yourself in, I don't know, maybe even like this dark room. Maybe you stay indoors a lot. I don't know what this is. But it's like you may keep yourself here, Pisces. And if you are feeling any kind of regret or guilt for something that you did or something that you didn't do, there's a need to forgive yourself so that you're no longer keeping yourself in this energy. Again, this is only for a few of you. That's not for the majority of you. But some of you Pisces, you may have some kind of self-sabotaging behavior where you punish yourself, okay? I don't know why that's coming in. Let me pull one last card on that Five of Pentacles, because that was completely different from the message that I was initially getting. So I feel like this is just for like one of you out there or a couple of you. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know about this Five of Pentacles? Please guide us. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Pisces, some of you are straight up just being very harsh on yourself, okay? Just very hard on yourself. Some of you Pisces, you need to check your self-talk, okay? Some of you may be engaging in some kind of negative self-talk, or becoming your own worst enemy, Pisces, when it comes to your mind, when it comes to the way that you speak to yourself. Some of you Pisces, yeah, you need to cut yourself some slack, okay? You're being too hard on yourself. You're being too judgmental. You're being too cold, too harsh to yourself. Show yourself some compassion, Pisces. Whoa, like this is just, I don't know for who this is, but this is intense, Pisces. It is. Because it's like you went through something and now there's all these judgments, okay? There's all this coldness towards yourself. Five of Pentacles, you need to take better care of yourself. Would you speak to a friend the way that you speak to yourself? Okay, I know it sounds super cheesy and generic, okay, but that's exactly what I'm getting. Queen of Swords in the reverse, okay? When the Queen of Swords is in the reverse, she can be hard, she can be harsh, she can be really mean with her words. She can destroy people with her words. Now imagine if you're doing this to yourself, okay? Imagine how hard you're being on yourself, Pisces, for these cards to show up. Again, this is not going to be for everyone. If this is not your message, don't make it fit. I'm just getting the message out because I feel like it's at least for one of you out there. I wasn't even planning to clarify that card, but I felt like I needed to dig some more here because, yeah, it's like I can see where you're coming from, okay? I can see where you're headed, Knight of Wands, but some of you are still here. Some of you may not be physically here, but you may still feel that way. It's like residual energy that needs to be clear. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Sharp and sometimes cold communication. Strive to use your words wisely and to refrain from being mean or emotional. Indifference, a message to use your head more than your heart. Aloofness, bitterness. Yeah, Pisces, some of you, you're being too hard on yourself, okay? There's a need to extend some grace and some compassion to yourself and take better care of you, okay? Because this energy is still present, Pisces. The tarot wouldn't pull it if it wasn't present, okay? Whether you're still physically in that situation or whether this is just residual energy that you're just working through, whatever it is, Queen of Swords and Judgment in the reverse, these are very harsh energies, especially when they come together, okay? Yeah, sometimes we can be our own worst critics, okay? But I feel like whatever this is, Pisces, has been keeping you in this Two of Swords in the reverse. And now it's time for a breakthrough. It's time to break free. It's time to do something different. It's time to try something new. I got sense of humor here as well. For some of you Pisces, I don't know why I'm getting this, okay? You may want to maybe go to a comedy club or play some funny videos, okay? Whatever it is that you can do to laugh. Laughter is a higher vibration, okay? It's also gonna help shake the energy inside of you. Yeah, again, lean more into your passions. Lean more into the pleasure. Lean more into desire, okay? Sense of humor. Learn to laugh at yourself, okay? And to laugh at others and not take things too seriously. Whatever it is, Pisces, on the other side of this, okay, this is the breakthrough. This is your level up. This is you rising, okay? We got the congratulations card. So something's happening here, Pisces. Something's happening, okay? A wheel of fortune. The tables are turning in your favor. A dynamic or a situation in your life has shifted in your favor. The wheel of fortune in the upright. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here, Pisces, that you're about to make right with yourself, okay? And for a lot of you, this may have to do with business. It may have to do with money. It may have to do with investments. It may have to do with the material things in your life, okay? The King of Pentacles, Pisces, is someone who conquers, is someone who is successful, someone who's a leader, someone who's in power, who's in control, has a very strong sense of self and a lot of confidence that comes from proving himself, not to other people, but to himself, okay? The fact that he's been able to acquire so much knowledge, as you can see all the books, okay, the Pentacles, it goes to show that what he learns, he implements, he applies it, and then he's able to get the results, the fruits of his labor, okay? So he has a proven track record of success. So that's exactly what I'm getting here for you, Pisces. If you missed out on an opportunity, or if you didn't fully tap into your potential in the past, that's changing, okay? See how this pentacle is in the reverse? It's like it was being offered to you, right? Now it's in the reverse. You may have felt like you missed out on an opportunity or something didn't happen, but all of a sudden, you're coming back with the King of Pentacles, and that pentacle is in your hands, and it's yours. So you're about to conquer something, Pisces. Wheel of Fortune. The tables are turning in your favor. What is it that you're conquering? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and clarify. Ace of Pentacles. You felt like you missed out on this, whatever this was, but it's coming back around. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Your priorities are changing. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces? Why the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces? Tell me more about this energy. What do you want Pisces to know? Your priorities are changing. Knight of Cups in the upright. The Magician in the upright. Tell me more. Nine of Wands. Ten of Cups in the Star. Temperance in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. That card's been in the reverse for a while now. Okay, that talks about some sense of balance and moderation within your energy, and also learning how to work with both your masculine and your feminine energies, both the moon and the sun. Okay, in the reverse, there's some kind of balance that needs to happen here. The Pentacles in the reverse, clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Star. Pisces, I feel like a lot of you, you're getting focused. You're getting really focused on what it is that you're trying to manifest. What is it that you're trying to do at this time? Because what I'm seeing with this Knight of Cups is there's going to be some distractions coming into your life, okay? Whether it's in the form of love, whether it's in the form of friends, whether it's in the form of relationships or people coming to your life. All you have to know, Pisces, about that is all that glitters isn't gold. And second, okay, and most important, there's a need for you to stay focused, okay? There's something here about new offers or new things coming into your life that can potentially distract you from what you're trying to do. See here, this Knight of Cups is coming with an offer, okay? There's letters, there's wine, there's grapes, okay? There's roses, there's a horse, okay? Everything looks so magical. But be careful of distractions, Pisces, because they may want to take you off the path. They may try to distract you from what you're actually trying to do, okay? You may have people showing up in this energy who are curious about you, want to get to know you, want to make some kind of offer or advance towards you. But Spirit is saying, Pisces, right now is your time to be focused. What is it that you're trying to manifest with this Magician energy? What is it that you're trying to bring into life? Because all your energy, all your resources, all your focus should be going to this, all your time as well, so that you don't get distracted by these Knights. 9 of Wands. You've come so far, Pisces. You've endured so much. It's not a time to give up. It's not a time to ease up, okay? It's a time to move forward. It's a time to finish what you started, okay? The 9 of Wands, Pisces, is a 9. 9s are conclusion, 10s are completion. You're one step away from the major completion, whatever this chapter or cycle is in your life. So don't give up. Be resilient. Keep pushing. Don't get distracted by the Knights. 10 of Cups. You're working for something, Pisces, that is much more fulfilling and much more greater than just an offer and roses and dinner, okay? You want the 10 of Cups. You want the happily ever after, okay? You want the big happy family. You want the love, the emotional fulfillment, okay? You want it all. You want the full package. So then why would you get distracted and why would you settle for a Knight of Cups? The Magician is all about focusing on the things that you're trying to manifest and not get distracted by the Knights, okay? So that you can attain the ultimate goal, the ultimate fulfillment, which is the 10 of Cups. So why settle for a Knight of Cups when you got something much greater working in your favor, okay? The Star. Pisces, I feel like this Magician and the Star are directly connected. You're about to manifest a dream into reality, and it's requiring all your focused attention and resources and time. So be careful not to get distracted by the Knights. Your priorities are shifting, they're changing, yes. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this Knight of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Cups? What do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Cups? Why is this Knight of Cups here? Wow, Pisces, we got the 10 of Wands. Initially, that's what I felt with this energy, okay? It shows up in the upright, which at face value, a lot of readers would read this as a positive card, but this is what happens when you clarify. You actually get down to what's really behind it, and this is truly what's behind it. These offers, Pisces, as pretty as they look, okay, as enticing as it looks, as romantic as it looks, they come with strings attached, okay? They come with baggage, they come with problems, they come with ties. And you're not trying to be weighed down, Pisces. You already had to carry your load. You were already feeling this 5 of Pentacles, okay? So there's no need for you to get pulled into this energy again. It's a burden. It's a distraction. It's a weight on your shoulders. See how we go from 9 of Wands to 10 of Wands? Yeah, you don't need this. This is not your baggage. Be careful of distractions. Tell me more about this 9 of Cups for Pisces. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, Pisces, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I've been getting this specific combination in a lot of your readings, Pisces, like over and over again. Like this has been the main power couple that's been showing up for you. I feel, Pisces, if you're wanting to find your counterpart, or you're wanting to find like your teammate, you know, someone that you can be a power couple with, I feel, Pisces, that this is something that you have to become yourself, okay? And I'm saying this because the 5 of Pentacles, I read this as a waiting energy, okay? That's what I was getting. Are you waiting or are you becoming, okay? Because being patient doesn't mean that you sit there waiting for, you know, something to change, or waiting for someone to come in, or waiting for a miracle. Like, no, okay? Are you waiting or are you becoming? There's something here about working towards who you want to become, okay? Whether you're the King or the Queen of Pentacles, doesn't matter. Because that's going to attract your divine counterpart. And that way, Pisces, you won't be distracted by all the other Knights. Okay, a Knight is not fit for a king. A Knight is not fit for a queen. And if you're wondering about love, Pisces, if you're wondering about your counterpart, I see them here, okay? King and Queen of Pentacles, but it's not coming through the Knight of Cups, okay? It's not coming through this. Right now, Pisces, I'm going to say it again, there's a big focus on what you're trying to manifest. At the Wheel of Fortune, this is a lucky break. This is the wheel going in your favor. And I will go ahead and clarify this in the extended, Pisces, because this reading is getting long. Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about this Knight of Cups? 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Pisces, a lot of these Knights are going to be undecisive, okay? They're going to be hot and cold, back and forth, in and out, okay? Why? Because they're Knights. right? It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that they're not at the maturity level that you are, okay? Whether you're the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles, that's a different level of maturity. That's a different level of status. It's a different level of needs and wants and requirements that a Knight can't fulfill, okay? So if you feel someone being hot and cold or in and out or back and forth with this Two of Pentacles or undecisive, is because they are not on that level, okay? Not to say that you're better than, but this is the maturity level that they're in. So you may have a lot of Knights approaching you, Pisces, but this is what's gonna happen, okay? Two of Pentacles, back and forth. If you're waiting, Pisces, for the right offer to come in or for the right person to come in, don't wait, okay? Just continue to work on yourself, continue to become, because here is your counterpart. I see them here in the cards, okay? But it's not gonna come through these Knights, is what I'm getting here. Nine of Pentacles, Pisces, you're being advised to stay independent, to stay free, to stay untethered, to work on yourself and work on your manifestations, to do you, Pisces. Yeah, this is very self-focused, but the thing is, the Nine of Pentacles leads you to the Magician. You need all this energy, all this time, all these resources for what is it that you're trying to manifest. Nine of Pentacles. Get ready to harvest, Pisces, because you're moving up levels and it's happening quick. Pisces, for the ones that this reading resonates, there's going to be a link in the description box below for the extended. For everyone else, this is all I have. In the extended, Pisces, we're going to dive right into this Wheel of Fortune. What is this change of events? What is this change of fortune happening? We're going to look into the King of Pentacles. We're also going to pull hidden challenges, Spirit's advice, and the messages coming in for your reading. Again, Pisces, this is all I have for your reading. Blessings. Take care.